Only thing that you need is your spare tire, whether that's a regular size tire, sometimes they're mounted here on the back, or a donut. And that's what I have with this Nissan is a donut. You're going to usually find it under this little part here. I had to take everything out. Take this compartment out here. And the only thing you're going to need is your donut, your tire iron, which basically that goes on the lug nuts and that's what turns it, and then the jack itself that comes with the car. All cars come with spare tires or a donut like this. And yes, it's okay to use the donut. I do have some tire stands here, some jack stands and some ratcheting jack stands. You do not have to do that, but if you got them, why not use it? It's good for additional support. I'll put in a link in the comment section where you can get these. Again, it's not necessary. You want your car to be flat as humanly possible. I was on this driveway, and for me that was too steep. You would be okay if it was a little bit steep, but again, the flatter the better. All right, and usually so it doesn't make a lot of rattling noises, the donut's usually going to be screwed in there. And you do want to make sure that the tire that you're putting it on is not flat, so you might have to inflate it before using it. All right, so the next thing you want to do is jack up the car a few inches so I can take off the existing tire and then put on the donut. Okay, with this Nissan, the actual tire iron itself is the tool that will actually jack it up. Usually you'll have that separate, and I want this piece of metal here to be flush with the frame of the car. You don't want it on the plastic part. You want to feel under where you can feel the frame. And I can feel the frame there. This actually goes neatly into the frame. All right, I got it aligned, so that's what you want to do is you want to look under there and align it. And then that's when we can start doing the pushing. So to tighten it, you go right, so basically righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And that's the same thing with your lug nuts as well. You want to do righty-tighty to tighten it, and then lefty-loosey to loosen it. All right, I can see I got about a centimeter off. That's exactly what I want. And for additional support, I'm going to go ahead and use the jack stand. All right, now let's take off the wheel. So like I said, with lug nuts, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So let's go ahead and go counterclockwise to your left. Go ahead and loosen them all up before taking any of them off. All right, I got them all loose, so let's take the lug nuts off and go ahead and remove the tire. All right, and let's remove the tire. All right, sometimes your wheel will seize up after you have all the lug nuts off. Sometimes the wheel will not come off. Now, if this happens, make sure your emergency brake is actually turned off because that will seize the back wheel. And also, too, if sometimes it will just through corrosion and salt and everything, sometimes the wheel will get stuck. So you have to make sure your car is very well supported, but you can go ahead and put the lug nuts on very lightly back on, and then you could tap it on the side and that will get it off. Just make sure you got a lot of support to where it won't collapse onto its base. All right, let's go ahead and put on our donut or our spare tire. Go ahead and line it up. Your tire, you want the label facing you outside. All right, let's put on our lug nuts. Just like a regular tire, but not too tight to where you can't get them back off or they'll strip. All right, let's go ahead and lower our jack onto the donut. Now remember, I'm loosening it, making it go down, so lefty-loosey. So I'm going counterclockwise to loosen it.